I'm not Matt Saba. That's not Conor Kennedy. I'm Conor Kennedy. And that's... What's your name?
No, do you do the intro?
That's Will McCoy. And this is Comics in the Dugout. Man, Maher does that so much better than me, but Maher's not here right now.
Can I give it a shot? Maybe try that?
You can do it in the next video.
Oh, damn it. Alright.
Yeah.
You'll have to watch the next video to see me do it.
Yeah, watch the next video. What will that be? We don't even know yet. But anyways, guys, so obviously this week, the next big comic books blockbuster came out, X-Men Apocalypse. And I'm just going to get a little personal here and say that the X-Men franchise means a lot to me. It was like the first like comic booky thing I fell in love with that 90s cartoon. And then X-Men Evolution cartoon too, when they were all teenagers. I loved it. Then the movies, and I love the X-Men. The first comic I ever owned was an X-Men Omnibus by Stan Lee. Great stories in there. So I really love the X-Men. X-Men Apocalypse was probably my most anticipated film of 2016 because of how much I love it. So I had this movie hyped to extremes, and it was alright.
And
it was alright.
And I just love movies, and I concur. It was alright.
Every film has its problems, unless you're Empire Strikes Back.
Exactly. No problems there. Well, except for that one part about Luke completing Jedi training in like 3 days, but...
It was actually weeks or months. I will talk about this another time.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. You brought up Empire Strikes Back, and you know how much I love Star Wars.
It's hard. And hey, that's actually a reference in this movie, too.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a perfect film, obviously. It's hard to be perfect in general. But the thing that really separates a good film from a bad film is being able to overpass the imperfections and being able to enjoy yourself. And I enjoyed myself in this movie.
I do not regret giving... Was it Fox? Does Fox own the X-Men?
Fox, yes.
Yeah, I don't regret giving Fox my money for this movie. I had a good time. I probably won't see it again. Probably won't even buy it on Blu-ray or even rent it from Redbox.
I probably will because I'm a comic book nerd.
And I'm not.
Yeah. But here's the thing about the movie. It's by far the weakest of what I'm calling the retcon trilogy.
So is that X1, X2, and Days of Future Past?
First Class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse. Because each of those movies retcon something.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the directors of these movies.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think it's the weakest of those movies. It has the weakest story. Parts of it are the weakest characterizations.
I would say
it's still really enjoyable.
It's really enjoyable. And I'll say this. I think I enjoyed that Quicksilver scene. There's a Quicksilver scene.
Spoiler, there's two. You get two Quicksilver scenes in this movie.
I know, double the fun. But I'd say the first one was a lot more fun than the one in Days of Future Past. I think the one in Days of Future Past just had the like unexpected factor going.
Yeah, and I think because of the unexpected factor, that one outweighs the two we got in this.
But I mean, this one I was dying the whole time. That was great.
Yeah.
And it was. I didn't really feel like I was taken out of the movie during that scene too. It was really good. There were a lot of smooth transitions in that movie, but my biggest problem, I didn't buy the villain. You know,
didn't buy Apocalypse.
It was just like I am a huge fan of Oscar Isaac. You know, love Ex Machina.
Even all those prosthetics, I was still getting lost in that man's eyes.
Well, I mean, his eyes change all the time, so I mean.
Yeah, it's just so dreamy.
Whatever.
Oscar Isaac's just dreamy.
I can't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Poe Dameron and Finn.
But yeah, anyways,
sidebar.
Apocalypse. You got a problem with the villain, Will?
Yeah, it was just kind of like, I'm evil for the sake of being evil. Meh.
Mutants, go mutants.
Mutants good, men bad. And I was like, wait, I already saw this. I saw this in X-Men, in the first X-Men with Magneto when he tried to, with his plan to make everybody mutant. And I was like, that was a more interesting story than I'm going to destroy everything they built will fall. Like, I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like, I wanted a little, like, Oscar Isaac was great as Apocalypse, as he is in everything he does, but I just wanted more from him, and some people I wanted even more out of were his horsemen. I was actually very confused by that in the film as to what their motivations were. Were they being controlled by Apocalypse? Were they their own free will?
I always thought like they followed him because he gave them the power. And I also felt maybe he fell in their insecurities. So maybe like spoiler alert, like for instance, he fell in the insecurity of Psylocke and I can make you stronger, or like Magneto.
Make you feel strong in the real way, and I want to inspire you. Okay, I'm done with Steven Universe.
All right, now you can, if you're not deaf after listening to Connor sing that.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I wanted more from their characterization. Like Psylocke, I think had 5 lines in this movie.
That was by far one of the worst parts in this movie too. She was just.
I loved watching. Like I think Olivia Munn is like a fine actress, and like she had a pretty good fight scene with Beast that we've seen snippets of in the trailer.
Right.
That was probably the best fight scene in the movie for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's just she didn't do anything else. Same with the other Horsemen. Not even really Storm got
Angel was the worst.
Yeah, Angel
didn't do anything, and he gets beaten so easily.
I actually like X. Spoiler. That's not a big spoiler.
Who cares?
I actually like X3 as a movie. I enjoyed it a lot, and I like Angel in that movie a lot better. This movie he's just there too.
Well, I don't even know what his motivation is from the start. It doesn't make any sense. But we're focusing on the negative a lot here. Let's go with something positive.
We haven't even gotten to the biggest negative, but yeah, let's go with the New Mutants.
Let's keep it pretty good. All the New Mutants they introduced. Jean Grey, played by Sophie Turner.
Magnificent.
Connor's crush.
Anna Kendrick, actually.
Whatever.
Anna Kendrick's number one. Sophie Turner is like a close second.
One of them, and it's not creepy because she's 20. And
I had to check that.
Also, Nightcrawler was perfect in this movie.
Oh, I love Nightcrawler.
I couldn't have wanted a better night. I couldn't have asked for a better Nightcrawler.
He was a fantastic comedic relief too. Like, was it Cody Smith McPhee or whatever is the actor's name? Man. I think he was in something else. I don't remember. He was so good.
I just want to point out though, spoiler alert, in this movie, he says, "What's a mall?" And he's supposed to be from Germany. That's total bullshit. I've been to Germany. They definitely have malls.
Yeah,
this movie didn't do their research.
Yeah, there was definitely times. There were definitely like little things that take you out of this.
But I mean, overall, he was fantastic, and I think if we
I like how you gave a spoiler alert for they mentioned a mall.
It's important. Yeah. It plays a role in the story. Trust me, guys.
Yeah. And like I'm going back to a negative here, but like I was really excited to see Jubilee in this movie. Yellow Code from the 90s between and I was excited to see her, but it seemed like they were kind of making her gonna be one of the main New Mutants.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of leave her behind at some point. We didn't even get to see her do like little fireworks with her hands.
Right.
And that bummed me out like tremendously. Although she talked about Star Wars, which is cool, I guess.
Because Star Wars greatest ever.
Yeah. Empire Strikes Back was her favorite in the movies, although they all said Return of the Jedi was terrible, which I am not okay with.
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
I hate you, Will.
We'll talk about this later, Connor.
Yes. God, all these videos are just gonna be us sidetracking back to Star Wars. Yeah, and you don't really talk about Ty Sheridan as Cyclops in this movie because, again, Cyclops kind of gets the short shaft again.
What do you mean?
Like he's there for the most part. Like, but there is some character stuff going on with him, but everybody else gets more.
I feel like they gave him enough time to kind of introduce you to his character, not really to make him like a part of this, like a main part of the story, but I mean they did that for like Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Yeah. They all kind of got the same amount of screen time. Maybe Jean Grey a little bit more than everyone else because
she's Jean Grey.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not gonna have too many movies left if the rumors are true. Dark Phoenix Saga might be coming, guys. That's not a spoiler because it's just a rumor. It wasn't the post credit. Anyways, and then again. The best part of this movie, though, Michael Fassbender as Magneto.
Dude, he's the. Now I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of Ian McKellen, but this dude is the best Magneto like I've seen on screen. This comes from a non-comic book reader, so I don't know what he's like in the comics. But this dude, he's the kind of villain that I want to see. Somebody who's tortured, but just he's evil. He's bad, but you just want to root for him. You want him to get better. You want him to see a psychiatrist.
He's probably like a lot closer to what Magneto's been in recent years in the comics. I haven't really been like last time I was keeping up to date with the X-Men comics. This has kind of been the Magneto we're seeing, a more heroic Magneto who is always on like the edge. Who's kind of like feeling divided and like pulled to like both the good and the bad.
Hey, that sounds like Kylo Ren from Star Wars.
Yeah, like Fassbender just brings this emotional weight to his performance that instantly allows the audience to feel like connected to him and whatnot. So I think that's something the franchise needs so badly, is an actor with his capability. I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody else in this franchise, but you have Fassbender on the scene and you're gonna just be marveled.
All right, Connor, I do want to talk about something though that I find to be the worst thing about this. The worst thing about this new like timeline is Jennifer Lawrence, man. I love her. She's gorgeous, good actress, but she's not boobs.
Yeah.
Don't sue us, Screen Junkies, please. Or no.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's not really plugged in. She doesn't really care, and I don't understand why she's playing a hero, because she's like her powers are.
This is not Mystique.
Her powers are suited to be an assassin, so why use her in a good person role? And like she spent most of the movie as like white Jennifer Lawrence instead of like blue.
Yeah.
Which I thought in the comics Mystique was like blue all the time.
Yeah, she is pretty. Yeah, unless she's shapeshifting into somebody, she's blue all the time.
But no.
But here's the thing. Then they kind of try and explain that in the movie, but if you're like us, you're just kind of rolling your eyes at that explanation. Jennifer Lawrence, they signed her. I think First Class came out in like 2011-ish. So they must have signed her to a deal.
It was the same year as the Hunger Games, I think.
It was the year before Hunger Games.
Oh, well, yeah, so it was 2011, my bad.
So they signed her to a contract, probably based on when the filming took place in like 2009, 2010, probably right around the time Winter's Bone or whatever the movie she was in came out. So she wasn't a big name yet. After First Class came out, she went on to star in the Hunger Games. She won 2 Oscars. She became a big deal. She became a big shot.
Yes. Yeah,
I think you can tell First Class. I thought she was one of my favorite parts of First Class.
Oh yeah, me too.
But then Days of Future Past, you can tell she's kind of phoning it in a little bit, not really giving it her all. And then this movie, it's Will just throw out a couple things to me. I'll do my best Jennifer Lawrence impression.
Throw out a couple. What do you mean?
Just like some stuff people said to her in the movie, and I'll react like she did. Like say you can't control your powers.
I can't control my powers.
Then don't control them. Use them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you stay up all night practicing that?
No, I did not. I'm just naturally
this guy,
like that.
Talented man. But totally phoning it in. Like, it was so boring.
She just doesn't care. The movies are an evolution of her lack of caring.
Exactly. But you could take her out of this movie and it wouldn't really change anything.
It's Mystique gaining a larger role because of who she's being played by and a more heroic role. She's kind of. I didn't even like her as Katniss, although I think she probably properly portrayed Katniss. But in the X-Men movie, she's just playing Katniss again. It feels like.
I don't know. I think that's just maybe everybody has like their style, like. But to be fair,
that's not her style. Style's like manic.
Whatever. But the point is, like, I don't like what X-Men's doing in general, because the same thing with is it James Master? No.
James McAvoy?
No, the guy that was
James Master. Oh, Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, God, I'm gonna get my.
As Beast.
Yeah, James Master's the guy who plays Spike, and I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I guess they just don't want the actors to like have to go through the prosthetics the entire time.
But I think like they're trying really hard to sell this movie, like, and so but they're trying really hard to like keep their A-list stars. Not looking like them. Like, okay, fine, B-list stars looking like themselves, because that's what sells, I guess, to regular people.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the case with Jennifer Lawrence, but I think it's also she doesn't want to do the prosthetics too.
Yeah.
And also, she's probably getting paid nothing for these movies because of when they signed her too.
Right, but like,
remember that.
Gotta think about like Nicholas Hoult though. Like every single movie with Beast. You know,
every time I see him as Beast, I want Kelsey Grammer back as Beast.
Oh, Kelsey Grammer was good.
Again, another highlight from X3 that a lot of people hate, but I love that movie because we got Beast in that movie.
But then again, even as good as he was, you also got I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, kind of like.
So I mean, that cancels out Kelsey Grammer.
It's fun enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she is terrible. But like another good thing I'll say, like I talked about this in our Nice Guys review too. I thought the pacing was actually like I saw a lot of people complaining about the pacing, but I thought it was good. Like I was never out of the movie. The only thing that kind of took me out of the movie was you see like This is my spoiler indicator. When I do this again, spoilers are done. So here's a slight spoiler. Although if you saw the trailer, you know this is coming up. So spoiler: the Weapon X scene. Like, that was completely unnecessary. They could have used that time to devote to Apocalypse or his Horseman or one of the other underutilized characters in this film.
But Connor, you forget this is an X-Men movie, and you cannot have X-Men movie without Wolverine. And to be fair, Connor hates the Weapon X scene, but I kind of like it. Because
I've seen it before.
I know you've seen it before.
It's not even
but don't forget.
It's not even top 5 Wolverine
But Hugh Jackman in that movie was even the 5 minutes he was in it. Sorry, I just spoiled that for you. But
I did
5
the
minutes.
Thing. No, don't come back yet.
5 minutes he was in it. It was I thought it was really cool, really savage, and then poof. I was like, that's what I wanted, quick Wolverine.
But they spent so much time on that though. They could have just done like a real quick thing where he just takes out a couple soldiers, move on.
I don't like
the entire scene. Like, why even have Stryker in it? Stryker just confused me more because of where Days of Future Past left off.
Right. My thing was, I don't like how they got to the Weapon X facility. I don't mind that they were there. The way that they got there was kind of confusing. I thought that was really weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, I kind of liked it. Wolverine was pretty rad. And also, Hugh Jackman. I just watched the first X-Men a couple days ago. He doesn't look any different. That guy doesn't age, man.
He's like Elijah Wood.
I don't know, man. I think if you put Elijah Wood in that long Frodo hair, I think he would look different.
Maybe. But anyways, spoiler over. You can come back.
Yes,
come back. Yeah. Again, there's also I think there's a lot you can take out of this movie and devote to other people. What is it? Rose Byrne, the actress that plays
CIA lady.
Yeah, Maureen McTaggart's actress. She didn't really she was needed for some exposition in one scene.
Right.
They could have taken her out of the rest of the movie though.
Yeah.
And there was I'm not gonna say what it was, but there was a scene in the movie where it's what's the point of doing this to her?
All right, I think we should go back to the positives because this is a pretty negative review.
I said I like the pacing in Fassbender, the New Mutants. I feel like I said positive things. It's just the negative. The negative is easier to talk about, especially when it's Jennifer Lawrence, a 2-time Oscar-winning actress, not even trying. That's.
But I mean, I'll say this: they know how to do Quicksilver, man.
Yeah, Evan Peters just kills it.
Anytime he's on screen, I'm just like, don't leave me, please. Just make a full movie and just about Quicksilver. I would love that. That'd be great.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed because I wanted the movie to end. So Quicksilver's arc in this movie is telling Magneto.
Spoiler alert.
I'm not gonna say how it ends. I'm just saying the way the arc handles itself was disappointing.
Yeah, I was like the way
it was unfulfilling.
Well,
you got that tease in Days of Future Past, and then the way they resolve it in this movie, it's not good.
It's. I thought the build up to it was good, and then the final resolution was really? That's what you've been building up to. But
so basically, to summarize, the good, Michael Fassbender, all the acting,
Storm.
I
thought she was great, but
she was great.
She needed more screen time.
Yeah, didn't get enough screen time. All the acting, the pacing. A lot of the special effects look really cool. Though some of them you can tell they were it was screen or a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, the action was really good when we got action.
Yeah, I agree.
I wish we got more of it.
It was also the action was also kind of anticlimactic too.
Yeah, well, at some parts.
Yeah, some parts were.
So I thought the way they handled Cyclops was really good too.
He needs a little more.
He needed more. Everybody.
I would have liked more of him with Havoc.
I think that if the Russo brothers directed this movie, it could have been great because they know how to handle large groups of superheroes. And
I think if they would just let me create the next X-Men movie or the next reboot.
I'm sorry, Connor, but that would be horrible.
Shut up, Will. I hate you. What are you giving this movie out of 10?
Oh, wait. Oh, you just asked me questions? Damn it. I thought it was done.
Out of 10. Come on.
I would say
go. Come on, you got this.
7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Wow, that's nice. I'm kind of teetering between 6.5 and 7. And I mean a British 6.5, what the rest of the world. Not a D, but a B-ish or C-ish.
That's a D, Connor. 6.5 out of 10 is a D.
It's fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm giving this movie a fresh score, but like there's still a lot of places it could improve upon.
Well,
it's not better than First Class or Days of Future Past or X2, but it's still a really fun, enjoyable movie.
I'm sticking with my 7.5. You know, go see this movie.
Somewhere between 6.5 and Go see The Nice Guys instead. Actually.
Go see this. Go see The Nice Guys.
Go see The Nice Guys.
And if you have $12 left in your wallet, go see X-Men as well.
Yeah, that's fair. Just you do you. Goodbye.
But go see The Nice Guys.
Go see The Nice Guys.